Another scandal in Scottish politics, this time the Scottish Greens, who've been accused of bullying women who do not go along with the gender lobby. Now, if those who think that things in England is getting completely out of control, I think you need to have a look at what's going on in Scotland, in Northern Ireland, and especially in Wales, with the ultra-militants and cultural Marxists going around the schools, universities, and our cultural institutions, causing trouble, causing division, and hate. And this one is the Scottish Green Party, who have a role in the Scottish establishment. And Patrick Harvey, who's one of the co-leaders and part of the leadership of the Scottish Greens and Parliament, has been accused of, and we have evidence, of going a bit too extreme against women who do not agree with the woke agenda. Those who are not going along with the gender lobby, extremist gender lobby ideology. So this is about, on the left, we got Patrick Harvey with his rainbowy face mask. And on the right, we have Mandy Rhodes. Mandy Rhodes is the editor of the Holyrood magazine. He's had a number of clashes, and obviously part of her job is to be in the Scottish Parliament. And she's been feeling so threatened, and actually in terms of her life and physical action against her, that she had to speak out against what's going on. This is about, of course, the extreme side of the gender lobby, who are going out there and causing division across the country and across the West right now, especially in Scotland, thanks to Nicola Sturgeon and Humza Yousaf opening the can of worms when it comes to this debate. The culture battles are absolutely escalating up there. Now, obviously, there is a sensible position to have when it comes to individual rights, individual liberty and everything else, but you can't really go out there and harass people just because they don't agree with your ideology or your point of view. This is about what's going on with Mandy Rhodes. In an interview with the Herald, Mandy Rhodes said, "After the pandemic, my family had fears about me being in the office on my own. They were worried about some of the things being said on social media becoming physical threats. I don't like going into Parliament anymore. That's my place of work, and I feel worried." Now, Patrick Harvey has been mentioned as one of the main gang leaders when it comes to this misbehavior, starting in August 2020, when she had asked all party leaders to write an article reflecting on the end of the parliamentary year. So it started in 2020 and it's still going on, and now she's speaking out again because the first time she was ignored. She said, "We were sitting almost on deadline, waiting for Patrick Harvey's piece to come in. Eventually, it came through very late at night. Basically, it was a diatribe about how Holyrood magazine was part of a transphobic campaign and how much I was personally part of it. No one who knows me would ever describe me as shy and retiring." At the same time, I sat in my office crying. It felt like I was, and I don't like the term bullying, as it's used far too much, under siege at that point. I found the whole thing very disturbing that a political leader would send me something that I'd requested for publication in the nation's only political magazine, and which is part of the architecture around that parliament, and use it to call me a transphobe. It's absolutely chaotic. How are they continuing to behave like this without any backlash? Any backlash from the police, any backlash from the political establishment itself, the parliamentary system. But when it's the other way around, or any other sort of harassment or mean words or offensive language, the police will be on top of it. But when it's the woke political leaders doing it, everything's absolutely fine. Turn the blind eye, then just go on with your day. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Now we had one of the MSPs, Megan Callagher, who said this is actually quite a revealing interview with Mandy Rhodes, talking about her experience with the Greens during the gender recognition reform debate. Unfortunately, I can relate to what Mandy says, as I have also been subject to abuse from the Green Party members. Now, this is a good time to remind the public that if you thought that the SNP minions are bad, and they are bad, times that by about 7 or 8, that will be the Scottish Green Party. The Scottish Greens are absolute nutters. These guys are so not just militant, but they're so ideologically Puritans that they can't even, not only they won't change their mind on anything, but they will see you as a direct enemy if you oppose their point of view about anything. Literally anything. If you say that this drink is red but it's actually blue, they would start a world conflict. They would probably go to European Union and cry and ask for funding to cancel you and your future and your family and your career, because these people are so angry and so essentially deranged that but they have a platform. They got a platform of power. They are in power. And that is a sad state of affairs. Anyway, this was the latest update for you guys. Let's take a quick break and come back in half an hour. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.